Hi, everybody. This is Karen Palmer, and I am your host of Share Your Message TV. And this is the place where you get all the information that you need to really share your message in the world in a bigger way. You know that this is something that's very near and dear to my heart, and that we are all in this together as we start to bring our message in a bigger way. The louder our voice, the more people can hear us. And the more we connect and learn how to use social media and learn how to use technology for a greater good, the higher our possibilities are to reach the people who can really help us to make these changes in the world that we so desperately need. Just like I say to you every week, just try to make your corner of the world a little bit better. If every person did that, we transform the planet together. And this is such an important mission that we're on. And I'm so grateful to have these incredible experts. Today I have a dear friend, Melissa Washington, who is going to give us all the tips and strategies that we need to truly have an optimized LinkedIn account. I am so grateful that there are people like Melissa who will take the time to spend with us to share these incredible, wonderful ways that we can really engage with the people that are out there that are just waiting to hear our message. We have to believe that that's what we're here to do. And the more we believe in ourselves, the more others will believe in what we are sharing. So I want to introduce you to Melissa and have her share with us a little bit about why she feels what she does is purposeful in the world, which it is very much so.
Absolutely. So my passion has always been helping others, and back in 2009 I was laid off from my job in corporate America, and during that time I was without paid work for almost 2 years, really figuring out what I wanted to do. I was on a whole career reinvention journey. And so what had happened was I got involved with the job seekers group, and one of the sessions, and this was 5 years ago, is how to use social media to find a job. So we're talking about how to use LinkedIn, how to use Facebook, how to use Twitter. Well, when it came to the LinkedIn section, I kept piping in. I've been on LinkedIn now for 11 years. LinkedIn's been around for 12 years. And I kept sharing, well, these are different things you can do because I knew how to use it. So what had happened was I ended up holding workshops at my dining room table for free, helping job seekers how to show them how to build their profile and how they can use it to connect to potential employers. So I was doing that as I was looking for work, thinking I'm going to go back to corporate America and do the 9 to 5 things. Took a different route and ended up starting my own business in 2011, where I travel throughout the U.S. and I train individuals and organizations on how they can utilize LinkedIn. And it's such a and that is my purpose in life, and I know that that's my purpose in life is to help others.
You rock. You rock, Melissa. This is awesome. You see, this is what I believe. This is what I say to all the people that are watching this show that are our audience. Do you see the divine connection here? Do you see how it is so beautifully aligned that we are talking right now? Because
absolutely.
We have this amazing opportunity to learn from Melissa. Melissa, can you start to help us with our LinkedIn account?
Oh, absolutely. And a lot of times, people think, well, I don't need to be on LinkedIn. I'm looking for a job. But, a little over 30% of people are actually on LinkedIn to look for a job. Most people are on there to do research and to connect. So that's what I really want to talk about is everyone should be on LinkedIn. And most people are on LinkedIn. They're just not using it. So yes, and it's okay because most people that come to my workshops or my presentations say, hey, I've been on this thing for 5 years and I don't even know what to do with it. So I like to really share a lot of tips and tactics and show people how they can utilize it. And pretty much after today, I assume everybody's going to be so excited they're going to want to go in and update their profile. So I'm going to talk about 3 things, and again, it's going to be just highlight a few of the items. One is we're going to talk about showcasing you, and that's you. We're going to talk about your profile, making sure it's keyword optimized. And the second thing we'll touch upon a little bit too is research. How to use LinkedIn to find people. How to never make a cold call again. You know, because we're all of us, especially if you're a small business owner, you have to make cold calls. You need to reach out. But I'm going to tell you and show you how you don't have to ever pick up the phone and call someone you don't even know. It's leveraging people you know to get to that person. And then the other thing is engagement. How often are you doing updates? Are you publishing? Are you on groups? And so the first thing, let's talk about showcasing you, and that's your profile. Now, what I recommend before anybody starts to make changes to your profile is when you go into edit profile, you're going to go look on the right-hand side, and there's going to be a button that's going to say yes or no. If it's yes, it's going to be highlighted in green, and if it says no, it's good. So it's notification. So what I want everyone to do is before you do anything is go to edit profile and click on that button and make sure it says no. Because what happens is if you keep it on yes, every little change that you're going to make, the people that you're connected to will be notified on their news feed. So even if it's just a small thing from changing a capital I to a lowercase I or a lowercase I to a capital I, the people that you're connected to would be notified that you made some changes. So it's really not stuff you want to have. You'd rather have engagement. You'd rather have content.
Right. Then people get irritated that they're getting all this stuff coming from you, and then they associate you with being kind of a pain in the butt.
So that is the first thing to do.
Great idea. Thank you. I'll make sure to do that. You guys grab a notebook and a pen. She's got some incredible content here. You got to write it down. You got to start using these tactics, because if we don't do this, we aren't going to optimize our opportunities.
Absolutely. So the next thing is having a photo. You're 14 times more likely to be viewed if you have a photo.
Absolutely.
So and I like to say professional, and again, you know, professional doesn't have to be, you know, in front of a law library bookcase of books. You know, just have it to be whatever your profession is. I had one gentleman, he owns a vineyard. So it's of him standing in front of a vineyard because that's his profession. That's a professional photo. So anything could be attached to your profession. So you want to make sure it's of you. It's not of, you know, of an avatar or the sky or, you know, a beautiful ocean setting. It should be of you. It's not your company logo. This is you. Right. So make sure you have that. And then we talked about the keyword optimization. I mean, most people are familiar with having, you know, your keyword whole search engine optimization, and that's a key thing too with LinkedIn, is you want to put together your list of your keywords. So if I didn't know Karen Palmer, how else would I find you? You know, with the different keywords. And this all ties into your brand. And that could be a whole other hangout, is building your brand. You know, what is your brand? Who are you? What do people come to you for? What do people see you as? And what does that look like online? So that's the thing with LinkedIn is, okay, how are people going to find you? What words are they going to search to find you on LinkedIn? And also, too, don't forget that your name is also a keyword. So some people may be looking for you. But you want to make sure that you have your keywords listed throughout your profile multiple times. So that's the next thing, is making the keywords. And again, those keywords aren't like creative or superstar, even though, you know, we all are, you know, but those aren't keywords that people are going to be looking for you for. So you pretty much want to start from the top to bottom, entering those keywords into your profile there. Also, another thing is LinkedIn doesn't spell check. There's nothing worse when we put something out there. Yeah, and unfortunately, I see it all the time. I mean, it's just some things, you know, you just continue looking at your profile and you don't even see it. So always maybe having someone else take a look at your profile too to say, hey, do you see anything that pops out? You know, a good thing if you use like a Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox browser, those two do spell check. So just some things to keep in the back of your mind as you're updating your profile. Also, too, having, you know, good contact information in your profile, creating your summary, and also, too, everything that I'm going to share here today is using the free version. If there's anything that's part of the premium.
Well, I never even knew about a summary. Where is that? It's in the profile also?
It's in the profile. So the summary is your story. So, you know, a lot of times people think of LinkedIn as a resume. It's not a resume. It's your online brand, and you can also look at it as potentially like a portfolio of just having all this information. So your summary is your story. You know, think about, okay, you want to tell it through the lens of the buyer. So if I'm looking to do business with you, Karen, how are we going to make that connection? I could look at your photo, okay, and I look at your experience, but the summary is that's your story. That's your one intertwined. Why do you love what you do? In a sense, it's like, why should I do business with you? Tell me that, and give me a reason to want to reach out to you, to do business with you. And that's in your summary. Also, too, with LinkedIn, you could add what are called media-rich links. So you can upload Word documents, PDF, Excel, directly to your profile, as well as JPEG files. You can attach PowerPoint presentations. Yeah. Wow. You can links to YouTube videos, MP3 files, links to articles.
Wow.
I know. What this does is it really visualizes your profile. So now it's just not. Yeah, definitely, right? We're all visual. We like to see that. So it's not just the text. Now you've really visualized that profile. And again, it's all around your brand. You know, so if you come to my profile, it's all around my brand, which is LinkedIn. I'm a Navy veteran and a Marine Corps wife, and I do a lot with veterans. So a lot of my business is around helping veterans with LinkedIn as well. So you'll see that on my profile. Again, it's all around the brand.
Oh, that's awesome.
So also too with LinkedIn, with your you've got your summary. You know, bring in your experience. You know, like I said, just copy paste that. And again, it's not a resume. It's more of your sharing your accomplishments. Great thing about LinkedIn is you can get people to give you recommendations. Yeah. Now, this is different from the endorsements. We'll talk about the endorsements because that's always a question. But the recommendations, with that, if someone's actually needs to be on LinkedIn, needs to be connected to you, and you have to have that position listed that you want them to recommend you for. So having at least, one or two recommendations on each of your positions, it's great. It gives you a little bit more credibility because the person actually has to write that. It didn't come from you. It comes from them.
You're awesome, Melissa. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, there's so
grateful.
Much. Absolutely. Now, the endorsements. Everybody asks, okay, so-and-so just endorsed me for this. So think about, too, your endorsements is also, these are your keywords. The things you're being endorsed for are your skills and expertise. Mm-hmm. So you do want people, of course, to endorse you for those. And also, you're going to get a little bit more visibility because someone's going to endorse you. And we always get the thing of, okay, this person endorsed me, but they've never seen me public speak. Well, that's fine. It's just another endorsement that you're going to have on your profile. And also, too, with the endorsements, if you take a look at your endorsements, usually your top 3 that are the higher amount of endorsements, that's pretty much that's what you're known for. That's what you're good at because that's what people see you as those. And you can also remove endorsements as well, the categories on there. Another great thing about LinkedIn, you can add your education. If you have, which I know next one's going to be very important for you, or your volunteer experience and your organizations that you support, and putting those on there. So you can add your different organizations that you support and all your volunteer nonprofit work. So that's a whole separate section on LinkedIn. You can pull that. So that's your profile. I mean, there's more, but I just really wanted to highlight.
Where is that section for that? Is that also in the summary?
No, that's a total separate section. You'll look to add. It'll say to add volunteer, add organization. So it's just
awesome.
Yeah, so you have your summary, then you'll have your experience, education, and then you have your volunteer. But what's great about LinkedIn, too, is you can move those sections. So maybe you didn't want your summary at the top. Maybe you want your volunteer information. You can put that up at the top. So there's a lot of things you can move on there. And, again, bringing in those visuals on your profile. So that's your Showcase You section. Again, there's some other things, time I won't be able to cover, but I just want to make sure this is a good starting point for a lot of people, because I'm sure a lot of people probably have what I call skeleton profiles. They just have the very, 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 very basics on there. So just adding that. So the next thing is, then you want to look at how can I utilize LinkedIn to research, find people, find, how am I going to find companies, and all of us too, right? You have these companies that you want to do business with. Maybe you're a nonprofit and you want this person to be a board member, or you want this company to be a donor, or you're, the small business that says, I would love to do business at this organization, but how do I get in there, right? Really, you can't nowadays just pick up the phone and call an organization. You're going to get a phone tree and get lucky to get anybody.
Absolutely.
So that's why, it happens, and you're just like, oh, forget it. So that's why we utilize LinkedIn to leverage the people that we know.
Yeah.
So if I'm interested in doing business with XYZ company, I'm going to go to LinkedIn and I'm going to type in XYZ company. And the beauty of LinkedIn is going to show me all the people that are on LinkedIn that work at XYZ company first. So say there's 1,000 people that work there. Now it's going to show me how I'm connected to those people.
Mm-hmm.
So it may say first degree, second degree, or third degree. So with LinkedIn, we're connected on LinkedIn, so you're my first degree connection. So if you worked at XYZ, it would say first by your name. And then if there was someone else, John Q, and you were connected to him, he's my second degree connection, meaning that I know you and you know John.
Okay.
So we leverage those. So let's go back to the XYZ. So say I had no first degree, but there was the second degree connection, John Q. Now I'm going to look and I'm going to see, oh, Karen's connected to John. Now I could go and I could call John. I could cold call him. I mean, he'll hopefully talk to me, or I can email him. But the beauty of LinkedIn is let's leverage the people we know. So I'm going to call you or email you. I'm going to say, hey, Karen, I'm interested.
Virtually introduce. Yeah,
right?
I love it. That's how we met.
Me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
awesome.
That's the beauty of it, of having these connections. And I'm very much a quality connection person. I know there's, and I've seen other people talk where they're all about the quantity, but I like the quality piece because I want to know someone so that way they can help me. Because if I just randomly connected to you, how apt would you be if you never knew me? How apt would you be to help me, to introduce me to John? Because who speaks better about ourselves? Other people.
Right.
So when you talk to John, I mean, you're going to talk to him and share this information, and then I'm going to be able to connect to him. That's how we should use LinkedIn. I use that every single day. If I get an email from someone or meet someone, I always go on LinkedIn and I look at their information or who I might know at this organization. Mm-hmm. It makes life a lot easier for us. Also, too, LinkedIn has a great app. So you can use the LinkedIn app on your smartphone to do the same thing.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then, making a habit of connecting as you meet people, connecting with them right away on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
So you start to really build your connection. So if you're at 50 this week, maybe it's a goal within the next 2 weeks to get to 100. Because we all know more than 100 people. Whether we've done business with them before, their client, vendor, it's just really start to build those connections. So with that, I'll just close with the engagement piece. Now that's a key piece. So you can have the most beautiful profile and people are coming to look, but you got to get out there and engage. You got to share updates. So on LinkedIn, you can share updates. You can maybe you want to share about an event you're going to. Maybe
can you post videos? Can you post?
You can post links there. Absolutely. You can.
Or is there a time limit on how long the videos can be, or?
Well, no, because you just put a link. So what I would do is I just recommend uploading to your YouTube channel and then put the link back to there.
Okay.
Absolutely. So that way you're getting visibility both on YouTube and LinkedIn.
Right.
So you can do that. You can also you can publish articles on LinkedIn, which will give you access to all the 375 million plus people on LinkedIn.
Right.
So there's so much visibility, but you got to be out there. If you're not going to do anything with it, nothing's going to happen. So you got to engage, join groups, share information, become that subject matter expert, become that person when they think about whatever it is that is your brand and your niche, that they think about you. So if you're connected to me on LinkedIn, I want you to see me every day on there, and everything that I'm going to share is reflective of my brand. So those are just some stuff. I think it's enough for someone to even get started on.
That's awesome. No, that's awesome.
LinkedIn. So definitely, I've got information on my website. If anyone needs, any additional information, I do one-on-ones. I come out to speak to organizations, whether they're a sales team, recruiters, or any type of associations. LinkedIn is a platform for everyone. Right. Honestly, college students. I mean, they're the fastest-growing demographic on there. So there's a lot that this platform has to offer, and I love to share with people, and I really love to inspire people and educate, and then get them so excited and motivated, like, oh my gosh, I got to get on and
right.
Get my profile up to date.
Yeah, I am absolutely going to get my profile up to date, and I also want to let people know that Melissa has agreed to come back and do an actual presentation with us. So that will air sometime in May. So I will send you out the links to that as soon as we get that going. but also wanted to encourage you to go deeper with her. So go over to check out her website, check out some of the amazing content that she has. You know, tune in with me on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn. Tune in with Melissa on LinkedIn. Tune in with Katrina on LinkedIn. These are people who are we're all powerhouses. We women, when we gather and when we bring our hearts together, we can do incredible things in this world. It's time for us to let go of the limiting beliefs that hold us back. So if you go to my website, itsalldivine.org, you can get a free meditation on letting go of your limiting beliefs. And I'm not sure if there's something that you might want to share of an idea or a product that you have. Is there a way that people can connect with you? Just going to the website? Or
they can go to the website. Also, too, I published a book last year. I never thought I would be an author, just like I never thought I'd be a speaker. But these were my abilities that I had through all this that have come out that I've never thought I would do. So yeah, so I wrote a book called Get Back to Work, and actually my longest chapter is about LinkedIn.
Awesome.
So in that whole chapter, Amazon? It's on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. You can email me if you want one autographed. I will do that. So yeah,
beautiful.
Got that as well.
That is so beautiful. So all right, so guys, we're gonna close here. We wanted to give this to you as totally content rich. I love to hear from you. Love to have you subscribe to our YouTube channel, because each week I promise you I'm going to help you get your message out there. This is my passion, and this is something that I will never let go of. I believe that we are here to change the world in a positive way. Every day we have an opportunity to learn if we keep our heart and our mind open. So take the time today, write your notes down, get into your LinkedIn account, take these tips and apply them. If you don't apply them, we won't have any success. But if you do apply them, the results will be incredible. So please take the time to make yourself important. Make your business a priority, because you are important and your message matters. Anything you'd like to close with?
Nope. Thank you. And just one thing, and it's even my headline on my LinkedIn profile, is to define your own success. You know, especially women, we get so caught up with what everyone else is doing and comparing ourselves to others. But just define what success means to you, because it means different things to everyone.
So beautiful. What a great way. Thank you so much, Melissa. What a blessing you are. Thank you again for sharing your wisdom. So grateful.